You can bounce back from any setback in life, and I'm about to share the game-changing mindset that will get you there. There is a saying that says, "Fall down 7 times, but stand up 8." It's an old Japanese proverb that beautifully captures the essence of resilience. We all fall, but it's the getting up, the act of bouncing back, that truly defines us. I remember a time when I truly fell so hard, I wasn't sure I would ever get back up. But here I am, and today, I'm going to share how you can rise from any setback too. Life is full of ups and downs, and let's face it, none of us are immune to setbacks. Whether it's a career setback, a personal loss, a broken relationship, or a missed opportunity, challenges are inevitable. We've all faced moments when it feels like the ground has been pulled out from under us, and the future seems uncertain. But here's the thing. It's not the fall that defines us, but how we respond to it. The true test of character comes in those moments of darkness, when we must decide whether to stay down or find the strength to rise again. Today, I want to talk about resilience, the ability to bounce back from anything life throws your way. We'll explore real stories of people who faced significant challenges, the emotions they wrestled with, and the decisions they made to turn their situations around. By the end of this video, I hope you'll feel inspired and equipped to tackle whatever challenges come your way, by knowing that you too have the power to bounce back too. Let me introduce you to 3 remarkable individuals, each with their own story of struggle and triumph. First, let's begin with Justin. Justin was a very high-achieving professional in his early 30s, climbing the corporate ladder at a rapid pace. But just as he was about to land his dream promotion, the company restructured, and he was laid off. Suddenly, everything he had worked for seemed to crumble overnight. Justin was devastated. His self-esteem took a hit, and he found himself questioning his worth and abilities. Days turned into weeks as he sank into a deep sense of hopelessness. The future, which once looked so bright, now appeared bleak and uncertain. Next, we have Chloe, a young mother who was struck by an unexpected tragedy. She lost her husband in a car accident, leaving her alone to raise their 2 young children. Chloe's world was shattered. The grief was overwhelming, and she struggled to find the strength to get out of bed each day, let alone take care of her kids. Her heart was broken, and the weight of her loss made it difficult to see a path forward. Finally, there's Jamal, a college athlete with dreams of going pro. He was on the brink of making it big when a severe injury sidelined him indefinitely. Everything he had worked for since childhood was suddenly in jeopardy. The physical pain was intense, but the emotional pain of watching his dreams slip away was even harder to bear. Jamal was forced to confront the possibility that he might never play at the same level again, and he didn't know how to move forward from that. These stories are different, but the emotions they experienced are universally relatable. Disappointment, grief, fear, and uncertainty are feelings we've all faced at some point in our lives. But what makes these stories truly powerful is not the struggle, but what happened next. In each of these stories, there came a pivotal moment, a moment when they decided they couldn't stay down any longer. For Justin, that moment came after a conversation with a mentor who reminded him of his skills and achievements. He realized that being laid off didn't define his career, it was simply a new chapter. Justin decided to take action, not by applying for more of the same jobs, but by pursuing a passion he had long neglected, which was starting his own business. It wasn't easy, and there were plenty of hurdles along the way, but the moment he made that decision, the tide began to turn. For Chloe, the turning point was when she looked into her children's eyes and realized they were depending on her. She knew she couldn't let her grief consume her. So, she reached out for help. She joined a support group for widows, and started seeing a therapist, and began leaning on her family and friends. Slowly, she began to rebuild her life. She started volunteering at her children's school, which gave her a sense of purpose and connection. Over time, Chloe found that she could smile again, and even though the pain never fully went away, she learned how to live with it and find joy in the little things. Jamal's turning point came during a long night in the hospital. As he lay in bed, unable to sleep, he realized that while his athletic career might be over, his life was far from it. He decided that if he couldn't play sports, he would dedicate himself to helping others do so. Jamal shifted his focus to coaching, using his experience and knowledge to guide young athletes. It wasn't the path he had envisioned for himself, but it became one that brought him immense satisfaction and fulfillment. In each of these moments, these individuals made a conscious decision to act. They didn't wait for their circumstances to change. They took control of what they could and changed their mindset. And that's the key. Resilience isn't about bouncing back to where you were before. It's about growing stronger through the process. It's about adapting, learning, and finding new ways to move forward. So, what happened next for Justin, Chloe, and Jamal? After their turning points, they each embraced strategies and mindsets that helped them maintain their resilience and continue moving forward. Justin threw himself into his new business venture, and although the first year was tough, his determination paid off. He learned to network effectively, sought out mentors who could guide him, and constantly educated himself on entrepreneurship. His company started to grow, and with it, his confidence returned. Justin realized that his layoff had been a blessing in disguise. It helped in pushing him to pursue something he was truly passionate about. Chloe continued to find strength in her community and her children. She took things one day at a time, and as she did, she found that she was not only surviving but thriving. She started a blog to help other widows navigate their grief, turning her pain into a source of support for others. Writing became her outlet, and through it, she found healing. Her blog grew, and she began to connect with people from all over the world who were going through similar experiences. This new sense of purpose gave Chloe the strength to keep moving forward. Jamal, now fully invested in coaching, discovered a new passion in helping young athletes achieve their dreams. He became a mentor, teaching not only the skills of the game but also the importance of resilience and mindset. His injury had taken away one dream, but it had given him another. Through coaching, Jamal found fulfillment in watching his players succeed, and he realized that he had found a new calling, one that was just as meaningful as his original dream. So, what can we learn from these personal stories? The most important lesson is that bouncing back isn't about avoiding failure or hardship. It's about how you respond when those things inevitably happen. Justin, Chloe, and Jamal all faced situations that could have easily broken them, but instead, they chose to use those experiences as a springboard for growth. Their stories teach us that resilience is a skill that can be developed. It's not about being strong all the time, but about being able to adapt, to seek out help when you need it, and to find new paths when the old ones are blocked. It's about understanding that setbacks are a part of life, but they don't have to define your life. Instead, they can shape you into a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate person. If you're facing a challenge right now, remember that you have the power to bounce back. It might not happen overnight, and it might not look like what you originally planned, but with the right mindset and support, you can come out the other side even stronger. Take small steps, reach out to others, and most importantly, don't be afraid to redefine your path. Just like Justin, Chloe, and Jamal, you too can find new ways to grow and thrive, no matter what life throws your way. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever faced a setback that felt impossible to overcome? How did you bounce back? Share your story in the comments below. It could inspire someone who's going through a tough time right now. And if you're looking for more inspiration and tips on personal growth and motivation, be sure to check out my next video on mindfulness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new content. Thanks for watching, and remember, no matter how many times you fall, you always have the strength to stand back up.